Hello guys, in this tutorial I'm gonna show you how to work with scenes, especially when you use dynamic icons, for example like toggles. So the people that are following me knows that I released several scenes yesterday. There were scenes with dynamic icons, for example my profile scene and also my settings scene. So when I open that, let's open that, you will see here in my notification bar that's my profile scene. So when I click on that, you will see here the icons here, those are toggleable and also dynamic, and they will load before I actually load the scene. So there was sometimes a problem. If you edit the scene, you will see here nothing inside it. That's logic because I load those buttons before loading the scene. Sometimes the buttons wouldn't show up and sometimes it showed up directly. So I had to do something else. So I will explain that in this tutorial. So I'm gonna exit it and I got the same with my settings. For example, the sound settings here and the brightness settings. When I click on that, you will see here the levels of my sound. When I change that, for example that and this, something like that. Okay, and when I exit that and when I trigger that scene again, let's click on the sounds. Now actually the levels are set like I did before, so this works now fine. So let's exit that and let's open Tasker right now. Here I am inside my Tasker. So let's open my scene. For example, the scene that I used for my profile is Tasker, this one, and that one was for my sounds and brightness. So those are my scenes, and the tasks that trigger those scenes are here. Let's open that and you will see here the volume and brightness. That's one scene, and the other scene would be open tasker short menu. So let's open that and you will see here several things. The first thing is create a scene, and when I use create scene it will just edit the scene but it wouldn't be visible. And what I'm going to do when I create my scene, I'm gonna do some element image for the buttons. If my start PC variable is yes, it will put that button to on. And when I go down, and you will see here at the bottom show scene. So what I'm doing right now is first create a scene, then load the image, and then after that I'm gonna show the scene. So let's open the other task. Should be volume and brightness like here, and you will see here several things. First of all, I created also my scene, then I set the element value here inside it, and also I used status bar collapsed, and at last we do the show scene and we show that scene. So that's what I did to solve the problem. Sometimes, I will say sometimes, not always, mostly it works perfect, but sometimes there was a delay, or sometimes the buttons wouldn't show or the elements wouldn't be changed. So for solving that, I'm using the create scene first. Another thing I want to say is when you use the settings scene with the volumes and the brightness that you could download, I'm using here element value, and when I click on that, for example this one, this is my scene, and I use the media slider for example, and I set here the volume to vol M. notice you cannot type any text inside here. So you have to click on that button and then scroll down at the bottom, and you will see here, for example, volume, alarm, call, media, notification, etc. etc. So choose one of this, and for your brightness you have to choose display brightness for that. Okay, remember that. When you have select one variable from the list, it will set here the variable name. That's all you have to do. So I hope it helps with the scenes that you have downloaded from our profile. Thank you.